Prime Minister Modi appeals to all political parties to support the government's war against black money, corruption and terror funding. PM also urged parties to raise issues of national interest and make the winter session of Parliament beginning today fruitful. Addressing an all-party meeting on eve of crucial winter session of Parliament, PM Modi urges all parties to assess possibility of state funding of elections to reduce corruption and undue influence and holding simultaneous polls to Parliament and assemblies. Supreme Court has refused to stay Centre's demonetization decision. It has asked government and RBI to submit detailed affidavit on arrangements to reduce inconvenience to common man. The Apex Court will take up the matter again on November 25th. In a major decision to curtail misuse of banking facilities by unscrupulous elements and curtail organized groups trying to turn black money into white, government decides to use indelible ink to identify those approaching banks for cash multiple times. In a bid to increase farmers' income and boost cultivation of pulses and oilseeds, Union Cabinet has approved increase in the minimum support prices of all rabi crops of 2016-17 season. MSP for wheat and barley and pulses have been hiked substantially. The Cabinet on Tuesday gave its nod for constituting a special committee for interlinking of rivers in compliance with the Supreme Court judgment. It accepted the status cum progress on the same. The status cum progress report of Special Committee for Interlinking Rivers will be submitted biannually for information of Cabinet. In a good news for economy, exports continued to grow for the second month in a row, expanding by 9.59% to $23.51 billion in October on healthy growth in shipments of jewelry and engineering products. Imports increased by 8.11% to $33.67 billion, leaving a trade deficit of $10.16 billion in the month. Government decides to ban controversial Islamic preacher Zakir Naik's Islamic Research Foundation, organization to be declared outlawed under the anti-terror law for 5 years for its alleged terror activities. Oil companies have decreased petrol and diesel prices by Rs 1.46 per litre and Rs 1.53 per litre respectively. The new prices got effective from midnight last night. The change in prices comes 10 days after the minor increase on November 5th. In another snub to Kashmiri separatists, students of the valley turned out in large numbers to give their Class 10th board examinations. A day after, several students came out in overwhelming numbers to appear for their Class 12th board exams. Schools in Jammu that were shut due to cross-border firing targeting civilian areas reopened on Tuesday. A special session of the Punjab Assembly has been called today to deliberate over the Supreme Court's 10th of November verdict over the Sutlej-Yamuna link or SYL canal. Participation of the Congress seems unlikely as its 42 Punjab MLAs have already submitted their resignations over the issue after the Supreme Court's decision. US President Barack Obama issued a warning against crude nationalism as he kicked off his last foreign tour on Tuesday with allied nations on edge after Donald Trump's shock election win. Speaking in Greece, Obama called the NATO alliance absolutely vital to US interests and stressed a strong, unified Europe was good for America. In comments directed at nations jittery over Trump's campaign comments about transatlantic ties. Syrian President Bashar al-Assad said that Donald Trump will be a natural ally if US President-elect fulfills his pledge to fight terrorists. In his first reaction to Trump's election victory last week, the Syrian president struck a note of caution and said he was unsure the American billionaire would be able to keep his word and step up the fight against jihadists. The person suspected of fatally shooting a Southwest Airlines employee at Oklahoma City's main airport on Tuesday was found dead inside of a vehicle, police said. Oklahoma City police did not release the identity of the shooter in its brief statement published on Twitter. 8-year-old Tajamul Islam scripted history at the World Kickboxing Championship in Italy, where she made India proud by becoming the first player ever from the sub-junior category to clinch a gold medal. In 5 days, Tajamul won 6 games, grabbing eyeballs across the globe.